So we all had breakfast together right after the show. And then I worked out, and then I had this meeting at 2:30. And on the way to my meeting at 2:30, my wife sends a text to everyone in my family. Can we go to dinner with Grandpa? And I'm all, hey, because I haven't been home yet, right? So I meet them for dinner. We're in this restaurant, and my kids say, Dad, look, there's so-and-so. And he's the dad of somebody my son knows. And I also see him at the Phoenix Suns games all the time, right? And we just high five or we shake hands or whatever, or dab up or whatever. So I'm at this restaurant and I see him. And I'm like, the anxiety I have, I'm like, I don't want to go over there, right? I don't want to go over and talk. He's walking around. He's standing by the bar. He's talking to people. And I'm sitting at a table and I see him, but he doesn't see me. I'm like, I don't want to go over there. And then I'm like, God, I hope he doesn't come over here. Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. And then I see him go out on the porch of this restaurant. He talks to some people, and then he sees me. And as soon as he sees me, I'm like, oh, God, he's got to come over here, and I got to introduce him to everybody. And then what? Do I stand? Do I sit? And then he just waves, and that's it.
That's nice.
And I know. But then I'm like, how dare he not come over here?
There's the John Jay paradox.
How does this guy not come over here? You see me? How do you not? I'm the one sitting down. How do you not come over and say hi? Like, you just give me a wave from across the bar?
Even though you're terrified if he comes in.
I don't want him to come over, but at the same time, I can't believe you didn't make an effort to come over.
There is no pleasing you, John Jay.
Right.
None.
It's impossible. Impossible.
Like, so rude to that guy. Everybody else that I saw that I knew came over and said hi. I introduced him to my family, a couple other people. But this guy can only wave across the room?
Yeah, he's
dare you?
giving you your space. He knows you probably want space.
I don't know. It's a weird battle in my head.
The battle in his head was probably like, oh, there's John Jay. I'm going to wave. Should I go over there? No, if I go over there, he's definitely going to be like, oh. Yeah. So I'm not going to go over there. I'm going to wave. And at least I acknowledge that I see him there. But no matter what, it's the wrong decision with you. No matter what.
It's what I've been saying it for years, the John Jay paradox. You can't figure it out. Speaking of which, I'm glad you guys can hear each other because I noticed at breakfast, without headphones on, you neither Kyle nor John Jay can hear each other.
What?
Do you notice that, Peyton?
Yes, I did.
Kyle went on a whole dissertation of something. John Jay's like, "Can you speak up, please?"
Well, I've noticed, I think now with being on the radio with the headphones on, that our hearing is gone a little bit, right? But
a little bit.
Yeah. But I've noticed that I think with the hearing being gone or losing, that I think maybe, at least I don't know if Kyle's guilty of it or not, but I feel maybe I speak softer. Because a lot of times I'm talking to people and they have to ask me, they go, what? And I'm like, am I not talking loud enough?
You do actually, in a public place, you do speak very softly. Like yesterday too, you were kind of a whispery guy.
Or it's just loud in the restaurant.
No.
It was loud in there.
I think it was just loud. I feel like we were speaking at regular volumes, but because you're speaking at a regular volume and there's all this other loud noise around you, it sounds softer.
Yeah.
No? That's my logic, at least.
Could you smell or taste your food, John Jay?
I think so. I think I could taste it. Okay. I have smells occasionally pop up in my world.
I'm worried about all of your senses leaving.
Right, I know.
I know. Most of us have 5 senses.
Yeah.
John Jay has 1.
Right.
I don't even know which one.
You can see a guy waving across the bar.
I was at the eye doctor the other day. So I have this dry eye, which is very typical in Arizona, right? So I have dry eyes. And they do this thing where they like, it's like a facial, it's like a medical thing where they burn your eyes, underneath your eyes, and it's supposed to make your ducts release oil in your eyes so you don't have dry eyes, right?
Okay.
And because it's also a medical thing, like it's like a laser facial, since I'm there, they're like, let's just do your face. But it burns. Like, it's probably something Kyle and I have done at other places before, right? They burn the first layer of your skin off. Mm-hmm. But it also activates the glands in your eyeballs. And so the woman's doing my face, and all of a sudden, I don't know how long it took, but I fell asleep, and I snore, and I woke up like this. Like, she's got this little pointer in my eye, and I woke up like that. I did it like that. And I was like, oh, my God. And she went, whoa.
Oh, no.
Like that. And I was like, oh, my God. I go, I'm so sorry. Because, because we're tired all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I go, God, I'm so sorry. She goes, I can't believe you fell asleep with me burning your face. I can fall asleep anywhere, any place, any time. and then I'm like, does my face look beautiful? Like, I got this, like, laser down my eye.
Yeah.
Like a James Bond villain.
Like one of those things where you probably want to stay still.
Yeah. But anyway, I need help with my seeing. So I have dry eyes, so it's like, you know how when you're a kid you swim in the pool with your eyes open?
Yeah.
And then when you get out of the pool later on, it's kind of fuzzy?
Yeah.
Like, I have that.
Oh, no.
Do
And that's
eye
dry
drops,
eyes.
if you use eye drops, does it make it more dry? like
It's temporary.
like
Fixes
chapstick.
it fixes it for a little bit, but I have to do 6 sessions with this eye thing at Petlin Vision. Petlin, Petelin Vision. Great doctor. And by the way, yesterday our breakfast, we went to Over Easy.
Amazing.
They opened up a new location, and you'd say it's Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler, yeah, because there was a big debate whether it was Chandler Awatuki, but it's next to the Flemings off Ray Road, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right by Payway.
And I don't know what's going on with GPS, but I left here and I took GPS, and it took me from our radio station by the airport. It took me to 202 to the 101 to Ray, right? Whereas I'm sitting there and I know my gut, I'm like, I just take the 143 to 10 and get up on Ray. It's right there.
That's what I did.
Well, that's what I was, and so I was just like, "What's with navigation?" But also, part of me is like, I should just trust navigation sometimes. Like, I don't want to deal with it, and I'm like, maybe there's an accident I don't know about, or maybe there's something like that. So it took me 22 minutes to get there from the radio station, and I don't think it should take 22 minutes.
It's probably faster because 143 is all under construction,
I've
and you
been through
can't get
that.
off on the 10 very easily. I had to make my own escape route to
My
get on
maps
10.
took me on the surface roads. I was in bumper to bumper traffic. Took me like 35 minutes to get over there.
Oh, you took surface roads.
Yeah, well, my maps took me to take surface roads. I was
See, like-
texting Kyle. I was like, "Are you in bumper to bumper traffic like me, or am I going crazy?"
And you
I was like,
weren't,
nope,
right?
I'm here.
Yeah,
I feel like we left almost at the same
yeah,
time, too.
yeah. So
What's
that
with
was frustrating.
navigation? Like what?
I don't know.
Like your navigation is probably the same as mine.
Super weird. I almost got to the point where I was like, did I put a weird setting into my phone where it said don't take freeways?
Yeah, I bet you.
Because it was so weird. I went through construction in a neighborhood. It was the weirdest thing.
Did
I
you
only
stop?
trust Waze now. That's the only app I
Waze
trust.
sucks.
I wonder if someone at the navigation thing's like, we had another one.
Right.
Watch it. Just take the service.
Yeah,
please.
gather around. They all get around some huge flat screen monitor, and they watch Kyle and paint a little bump. Beep, 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 beep.